This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, as we welcome you inside Preston Gym as tonight the Preston Indians take on the Pocatello Indians from just down the road a piece. As we welcome you to the broadcast, Dan Hubbard along with Lyle Fuller from here at Preston Gym. And Lyle, this is a very big matchup that starts a very busy time for the Indians.
Yeah, Indians have had a layoff here for about 10 days. Come right back into it now with a critical district game against a very good Pocatello team. And then, of course, we follow up with another game tomorrow night against Burley, another good team. So, this will be one the Indians really want to get out and start strong and try to get this one taken care of. You never know how you play coming off that layoff, but the Indians at least should be well rested.
For the Indians, they come in 11-1. They're 5-0 in district play. They are the only unbeaten team remaining in district play, as Pocatello comes in tonight with a 5-1 district record, and they're 10-2 overall on the year.
Yeah, the Indians, the Pocatello Indians, I should say. We have two Indians tonight, of course. Pokey was good last year. We had some real battles with him down the stretch. Our fans will remember as we were trying to battle to go to state. They bring a lot of their good guards back. They've got a much improved center. Hale, 6'6" kid inside. Should be a great game here tonight.
So for tonight, the Indians, who are, of course, bouncing back off, coming off a 68-51 win at Canyon Ridge 10 days ago. They've been laid off, but during that layoff, they slipped from number 1 in the poll down to number 2, as Middleton has jumped over them in both the media and the coaches' poll, although just by sheer percentage points.
Yeah, that's one of those things we can, have some fun arguing about as fans, I guess. But at the end of the day, we didn't lose any games, but somehow we went from 1 to 2. Not that it matters at all, but it's just kind of something fun to talk about.
There is some good news for the Preston Indians coming into the game here tonight. That's that they get one of their long-lost players back. Cooper Hobson is in uniform and is expected to get some limited minutes tonight.
Yeah, Cooper, I just was watching him in warm-ups. He's wearing a big brace on that knee. Of course, he blew out his ACL. He looked like he was moving pretty well in warm-ups, threw a dunk down. He's not limping or in a wheelchair by any means, and they'll probably want to work him in real slowly. But if they could get working Cooper back in, we could really use that sweet outside stroke he's got from the three-point line.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the Pocatello Indians and the Preston Indians, the number 1 and number 2 teams in the Great Basin 10 Conference going at it tonight here at Preston Gym. We're glad you're with us here tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll hear what the head coach, Tyler Jones, has to say, as we'll get to him coming up here in just a couple of minutes.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Spend a couple of minutes with Tyler Jones as we get ready to take on the Pocatello Indians here at Preston Gym here tonight. It's a very interesting matchup. It's the number 1 against number 2 teams coming in here as far as the rankings go.
Yeah, you always want the big games, and this is early season, kind of halfway through the conference schedule, and right now we're both top 2 teams in the league, and you got to win your home games. You know, we still have to go to Pocatello. We still have to go to Burley. We still have to go to Minico, some of the top teams in our league. And you got to protect your home court, and tonight's a big one for sure.
Is it any kind of an advantage to get the first look at them here on your court, where you have the fans and things behind you?
I think definitely it's a big advantage for us to play at home. You know, over the years we've been really good at home and kind of can give you that boost. But if you don't take care of it, then you still have to go to Pocatello. And if we drop one tonight, then we're going to have to play catch up and have to go win at Pokey. So this is a big one for sure, just that momentum. You know, they have one loss in the conference. If we could get them, then we'd have a 2-game cushion right now on them. So it's big in that way. And we haven't played in 10 days, so, you know, we got to come out. And it's time that we start playing to our potential as well. You know, the last few games been a little sloppy with turnovers and things, and we need to step up, and we're going to get challenged these next couple of games for sure.
You're talking about, you know, stepping up and starting to play better and being off for 10 days. You know, this is where it gets busy. You're playing a couple of times a week now until the end of the year.
Yeah, and you know, we've kind of played the teams that are in the bottom end of our conference, and the rest of the way we're playing our pod, you know, twice, and they're the best teams, and we're going to find out, you know, a lot about our team in the next week, where we play the top 3 teams in the league our next 3 games.
You start talking about improved Pocatello teams, and you have to look at 2 kids, and they both have the last name of Hale.
Yeah, they are. They're dangerous. Seen them, you know, on film a bunch, and last year they have the majority of their main players back in Brown, Hales, and then the big kid Hale, who's really improved. So what makes them so tough is they're all fast. They can all shoot. They can all drive. And then the big kid Hale he's 6'6", and he gives them some size down low. That's something they haven't had in the past. So they're dangerous, and we're going to have to do a good job of trying to stay in front of them, defend the 3. Last year at Pocatello, they hit 13 threes in one game, and they can shoot, and they're dangerous. They get hot, and they can score in bunches.
It sounds like kind of like taking on Minico from years past. They got guys who can play inside, and everybody can go outside and shoot.
Exactly, yep. And so defensively, I think that's going to be huge tonight. If we can guard them, stay in front of them, you know, stop the penetration, but also get out and contest shots. And then I think on offense tonight, you know, Ty's got to be huge. So I think Ty down low, I like our chances with him. I'm sure they're going to double and triple him, and other people are going to have to hit shots. But it's going to be a fun one tonight for sure.
You got to figure they're going to try to take the ball right at Ty and try to get a couple of early fouls on him.
Yeah, yep, I agree. They're going to try to penetrate and get into the paint and make him sit. So good thing is we've had people step up, and you know, our depth has been not real deep, but the guys who've been called upon, you know, we have played 7 guys all year. They've stepped up, and we're going to need everybody tonight.
The good news is you get somebody back here in a limited role tonight, as Cooper Hobson may see some limited minutes.
Yeah, Cooper, he got cleared. He's been practicing the last couple weeks, and he got the okay Monday to start doing contact and stuff. So that'll be a huge, you know, bonus for us here as we get late in the year. And good news is it's still January, and we have a few weeks to ease him in. Like you said, he will get some minutes tonight. But it's going to be real limited, probably 5 to 10 minutes for the first week or 2. And as we go, as it gets stronger, we'll be able to get him more minutes. And that'll be a huge bonus to have his outside shooting and, you know, his experience. And definitely should help us down the road.
Any minutes you get from him right now is a bonus.
Exactly. Yep. It's great. And he's been through a lot last year with the knee. And good to see him senior year to be able to come back and finish strong with this group.
Thanks for your time. Good luck tonight. We'll talk to you after the game.
Okay. Thank you.
Tyler Jones, our pregame guest, back with more right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
What is The Grind? It's a 5-month marathon. It's working to be better every day. It's playing through the pain. It's falling and getting back up. The Grind. It's what gets a team all the way to March and then says, we're not done. Every step of the grind lives here on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
This Saturday night, the Aggies will be at the Spectrum as Boise State comes to call. The pregame show starts at 7:30. They'll tip the game off at 8.
Utah State basketball on KACH.
This time of year, the weather can change quickly. That means the road conditions change quickly too. If you usually feel stressed when you're driving as the weather changes, it might be because you don't have the right tires for the road conditions. Let West Motor Company help you choose the tires that will meet your needs. Take the stress out of your winter driving with a set of 4 new tires. Visit any of our dealerships in Preston or Logan today. West Motor Company, we do tires.
The keys to tonight's game are brought to you by Naylor Insurance.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-0810.
KACH. KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. It's the Preston Indians and the Pocatello Indians coming up here from Preston Gym in just a few minutes. If you're out driving around and want to come down and join us, got a pretty full house, but there's still some seats available, and we've got a couple with your name on them, so you can come down and join us for some great high school basketball here tonight, here from Preston Gym.
Yeah, boy, I'm really looking forward to this one here, Dan. The crowd is filling in. It seems like after we get past Christmas and New Year's, the crowd seems to pick up. We have the band here, of course, the cheerleaders will be here, a big student section. Great game against the number 2 team in the district. What could be better on a January night?
Exactly. Let's talk about a couple of keys to tonight's game. I think you touched on one very interesting in our open tonight, and that's the fact that we got a very important game tonight, but the Indians have been off for 10 days.
Yeah, and managing that layoff is something that Tyler and the coaches, have had experience with, and you expect that they would do things to keep them fresh and competitive, but there's nothing like actual game time. It's really hard to replicate that in practice, and so we'll see if they can come out and not be flat at the start, if they can come out sort of full throttle right from the tip, which over the years has been something that Tyler's teams have always been able to do, and get out to that good start. We'll see how they come out the jump here today.
Yeah, exactly. And playing a team that you're very familiar with, you've seen them twice a year now, going back to when both the schools were built, about the time that man started walking upright, I think, that these schools have been here. But Preston's had great success against Pocatello. You can't be complacent tonight. You got to go out and got to take on this game tonight head on.
Yeah, the Indians, Pocatello Indians, that is, under Coach Green, have really steadily improved their program. There was a time several years ago when I think they went 1 for the season. They were really down, but Coach Green has really built them up to the point where last year they really felt like they could and should have gone to state, and they would love nothing more than to knock off Preston here tonight on their home floor to prove that they have arrived, so to speak, within the district.
The keys to tonight's game are brought to you by Naylor Insurance for life, home, and auto. From Mutual of Enumclaw, stop by Naylor Insurance on State Street in Preston or call 208-852-0810. Take a timeout. Come back a little more in the pregame show right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If it's time to sell your home, retail property, or land, make sure to hire the realtor that has your best interest in mind. This is Mike Hansen, broker at Cornerstone Real Estate. As a licensed real estate broker in Idaho and Utah, I have over 20 years of experience helping folks successfully sell property. I would like the opportunity to help you list and sell for the best price as quickly as possible. Call me today to schedule an appointment. Let's work together to make the sale of your property as simple and successful as possible. Mike Hansen, 801-510-1121.
January is Learn to Ski or Snowboard Month. Come join our Learn to Turn classes levels 1 through 3 at Beaver Mountain. Learn to Turn is for first-time beginners ages 7 and up for skiing, 9 and up for snowboarding, and is offered daily at 10 a.m. and at 1 p.m. on weekends and holidays. Registration is $70 and includes a 2-hour lesson, your ski or snowboard rental, and a Little Beaver lift ticket for the day. Call Beaver Mountain at 753-0921 or go to our website, skithebeav.com, for more information.
Are you looking for a different kind of spot for lunch, dinner, or to do catering for your next event? Then try the Island Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins right here in Preston. At Island Bowl Grill, they have the best Hawaiian fare in the area. The combination of teriyaki and Korean influences can only be described in one way: mouth-watering. Offering 3 different catering options, Island Bowl Grill can host your next party in-house at Poppin' Pins Bowling Center. You can pick up for takeout, or they can come right to your house and prepare the food on site for your next party. What could be easier? Go to poppinpins.com for more information on Island Bowl Grill, or call 208-425-6128. Poppin' Pins Bowling Center, 411 South US Highway 91 in Preston.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH. KACH, mylocalradio.com.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston.
KACH.
Well, we welcome you back inside Preston Gym. It's time to play a little basketball as the Preston Indians will take on the Pocatello Indians here tonight. It's time to meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the Pocatello Indians. I'm all ready, too. I got my flashlight on. I'm sure they're going to turn the lights out here in a minute.
That's right.
As starting tonight for the Indians is Caden Hales, the senior who had 21 points the other night against Jerome. Also it'll be the senior Matthew Ney, another senior Isaac Brown, who's really good outside shooter. We saw that last year. Jaden Downs, another senior. And the fifth senior they'll throw at the Indians tonight is Maverick Hale, who plays inside, a very big center and much improved. Here's the starting lineup tonight for your Preston Indians as the lights go out here inside the arena. Preston, of course, comes in with 11-1 record overall on the year. Scott Dunn will start at the shooting guard, averaging 15 3/4 points a game. Luke Smaley is the point guard. Scoring's off a little bit this year, averaging only 10.5 points a game. Cole Harris, the power forward, 6.5 points a game, although he's coming off a season high for him in the last game of 15 points against Canyon Springs. Garrett Ward, always solid player, averaging 4.5 points a game, and the team's leading scorer and the leading guy in the conference. Ty Hyde, 16.9 points per game. He is the motor that makes this thing run, Lyle. How Ty goes is how the Indians go.
Yeah, we talked about in the pregame, Coach Jones talked about keeping Ty out of foul trouble. It'll be important as it is every night, but I think another key for the Indians tonight is to try to keep the percentage down on the three-point line from the Pocatello Indians. We have a little more size than they do on the guard line, but they like to shoot the threes. If we can get out and get a hand in their face, force them back another foot or two, drive those percentages down, I like our chances.
So the Indians wearing their home whites trimmed in blue. Pocatello tonight in red with white numerals and white letters across the chest, and a little black and white trim up and down the sides of the shorts as well. Preston will go from right to left across your radio dial here in the first half.
Some of our fans will remember Brown for Pocatello. His older brother was a very good player, and this younger brother, the one who's starting tonight, is a spitting image of Brown. So Brown is back here tonight in Preston.
Ty Hyde jumps against Maverick Hale. Glad to have you with us, and here we go as Ty controls the tip backward, and it goes to Garrett Ward. Smaley up into the front court. They immediately look down inside and go down to Ty. Look out. Ty almost got undercut as he gets the ball to Cole Harris for the easy layup.
There we go. Ty Hyde with an assist on the first possession.
Ty came across, and Caden Hales there hit him in the back of the thighs, almost knocked him down. Here's the taken away by the Indians, and back to Harris again. He's got 4 quick points, and the Indians have the lead.
Cole, the top of that full court press like he usually is for the Indians.
Finally, the Pocatello gets it up into the front court as it comes to Downs. As Dunn got a hand on it, poked it away, but it ends up going to Isaac Brown. Brown dibbles between his feet, drives on Ward, can't get rid of it, so he gives it off to Downs. 16-foot jumper is no good. Smaley up high to get the rebound as Luke challenged in the backcourt, now quickly comes up the other way. Dunn goes off the glass from about 8, no good. It's tapped out of bounds, and which way is it going to go?
Wow, should have stayed Indians.
It does stay Indians technically, but the ball goes to Pokey. So here comes the Preston Indians with the full court press again. Into the backcourt, Brown will give it up back to Downs. Swing it over, finally get it up in the front court as Maverick Hale comes to meet the ball. Ney across the top of the key, gives it back to Downs again. Looks down the left side, nothing there, so he goes back to Ney at the top of the key. Ney wants to drive, stops at the right block, can't get rid of it. Then finds Brown for the little left-hand layup. Isaac Brown gets his team on the board. Here comes the Preston Indians back again very quickly.
Pocatello starting out man-to-man. Let's see if we can get it to Ty down low.
There they get it down to Ty on the left block. Turns on Maverick Hale, can't get a shot. Tries to flip it back out. It's intercepted there by Ney. Matthew comes down, hands it off as it comes to Hales, and he's fouled on his way to the bucket.
Boy, it's too bad Garrett had the foul down low. Luke had a clean block up high.
Foul will go on Garrett Ward. First foul of the game for either side. And that's going to send Caden Hales to the free throw line. Don't confuse them. There is a Hale and there is a Hales. This is Caden Hales. He is the much shorter of the two.
Right. In person, they're easy to tell apart.
Maverick Hale is the center. He makes the first, misses the second, and Ty Hyde has the rebound. So Preston up 4-3 after scoring the first 4 points of the game. Comes to Dunn, left side, free throw line extended, up high, comes to Ty. He gives it up, back to Cole Harris, swing it over on the right side. Whoops, I don't think that was intended, but Smaley just happened to be standing in the right spot to receive that pass. Hesitates, now drives high off the glass, that's no good. As the rebound inside, taken away by Ney. Here comes the Pokey, 3-on-2. Swing it over the left corner. Three-pointer from there is no good. Ward up high to get the rebound. It has it stripped away. It goes to Brown off the glass and in.
Brown with another tricky left-handed hook shot up over Smaley. I like Luke's aggressiveness on the drive last time down.
5-4 as we have our first lead change of the game as Pocatello leads. Dunn, his 16-foot jumper is no good. Ney able to chase it down in the corner. Here comes the Pokey back again the other way as they try to beat the defense back. Downs stumbled. Not going to say he was fouled, pushed from behind.
Wow, yeah, not much foul there.
They called a foul on Smaley, so that'll be the first on Luke. Second team foul called against the Indians. One of the assistant coaches from Idaho State, his son plays on the freshman team for Pocatello. As down low, it's Downs. A little shot over top of Hyde is no good. Taken away by Smaley. Get it quickly ahead to Dunn. All the way, foul as he goes to the bucket, and the foul's on Isaac Brown.
Yeah, that's that run-out play using Scotty's speed down the floor.
You say that Brown got an arm in there and kind of rode him out of the way, so Scott Dunn will go to the free throw line, shoot a couple of free throws here. Scotty on the year, 72%. And the first one here for Scott is good.
Scott's had a couple good looks at twos. That's his first point, though, from the free throw line here.
And it was, as I was saying, one of the assistant coaches from Idaho State who's been recruiting Luke Smaley was here watching his son play over at the freshman game. And I'm sure he's in the stands here to watch the varsity play, to watch Luke.
Yeah, Preston freshman and JV both won by double digits tonight.
Scott makes both free throws. Preston back on top, 6-5. As they give the ball to Downs. A little three-man weave out top. It goes back to Brown now, top of the key. He can't do anything with it, so he'll give it back to Downs. Lob it inside as it goes to Hales. Try to pull Ty back out away from the basket. Outside to Ney, wants to drive, gets to the left elbow, turns and takes a good look right in the middle of Ty Heights' chest. So instead, he'll give it to Hale coming down the sideline and just swatted out of bounds by Ty Hyde.
Yeah, Ty making a statement as well as a block there. Thou shalt not enter my lane, said Ty Hyde.
And then the student body immediately takes up the chant of "You got swatted."
Good student crowd here tonight. A lot of Pocatello students here as well.
The place is almost full. This is a good turnout. Brown from the right corner. Good. Three-pointer.
Yeah, Tyler's disappointed we didn't find him on that inbounds. We know he can shoot.
8-6. Down low. Hyde gets contact. No foul. The rebound taken away by Hales. Here comes Pocatello. Ney gives it off. Brown, another three. That was forced. As Ty up high to get the rebound, inadvertently ran into Garrett Ward's elbow in the cheek, but Ty just rubs it off and go back to work.
Yeah, I think you go right back to him. He didn't win the last battle, but go right back to him.
Smaley to take a three from the corner. That's no good. Rebound is off as it comes down to Brown. Brown pushes back up in the front court. Defenders are back, so he'll slow the ball down and pull it back out. Wants to drive, comes around the screen, 15-foot jumper. No good. Ty up high to grab the board. Took a little bit of a body check from Brown. No call. As Smaley has it, he'll slow it down as he gets the play call from Coach Jones as he comes up the floor. 8-6. Pocatello leads with 3:15 to play here in the first. Bounce it down low to Ty. Turn left. Gets a body and it will not go down for him. But that's going to be a foul on Maverick Hales with a body. As Maverick draws the first of the fouls of the two big men.
Yeah, so Preston with those two baskets right in the first 20 seconds, then only two more points the next 4 minutes. Ty will try to get us back on track here.
First one by Ty is no good. Preston came in shooting 80% from the line. It's slowly dwindled down a bit to more realistic level, but it's still 80% for a team is still very good.
Yeah, outstanding. And, of course, Ty shoots a good share of those, and he's an excellent free throw shooter from the 5 spot there, the big man.
He makes the second, has his first point of the game. Ty is actually a 70%er on the year. Here's the full court pressure again put on by the Indians after the made free throw. As they get it up into the front court, it comes to Downs. Free throw line extended left. Pops a three. That's no good. Long rebound is off as it comes to Ney. Ney give it back to Brown. Three from the right side. That's no good again. Dunn up high to pull that one down. Gives it to Smaley. Ahead it comes to Harris. Harris back to Hyde. Knocked away, but it goes right to Scott Dunn. So they'll slow it down and set up the offense. 2:40 to play here in the first as Pocatello still leads by a point, 8-7. Dunn takes a three. Good.
Woo. Wow. Long three and falling away, Scotty Dunn.
That's our fourth lead change of the first quarter as Scott hits the three, and it's 10-8. Quickly up into the front court. Again, here comes Pocatello. Ney wants to drive, gets cut off as he tried to go baseline by Dunn. He'll pull it back out as he comes back to Isaac Brown. Brown comes back to Downs. He tries to drive. Runs into Ty, tries to throw baseline, and Scott Dunn steps in front of it. Gives it to Smaley. Luke headmans it up to Hammonds just into the game. The three from the left corner is good.
Gabe found his spot in the corner. Smaley found Gabe.
Pair of threes in the first quarter by the Indians, and it's 13-8 as it comes to Ney in the front court. Back to Brown. Lets Smaley fly by. Can't get a shot, so he'll give it back to Ney, who backs it back out. 1:45 to play here in the first. Ney drives, and a reach-in foul here against Harris. That'll be the third team foul against the Indians here. first against Cole.
A nice hand for Cooper Hobson coming in the game.
As Cooper Hobson returns. Cooper, you remember, suffered a knee injury and he got a torn ACL playing summer ball on Memorial Day weekend. Had surgery the middle of June and was just cleared for contact drills earlier this week, so they'll get him into the game here tonight. Three-pointer from the right corner. That's good. Put up by Caden Hales as he hits his first three tonight. As mentioned, he had 21 the other night against Jerome. 13-11, Preston leads. 1:20 to play here in the first. Bouncing down low to Hyde. Back to Cooper. A long three by Hobson. That's no good. Boy, it looks straight as a string going in, though. Rebounds off to Ney. Whoops, and that's going to be called on Hammonds as he was riding the hip of Ney coming up the floor. So there's a fourth team foul against the Indians. Garrett Ward is going to come in here as Scott Dunn is going to go to the bench. 1:08 to play in the quarter. And tonight's game is brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley.
Indians back in their man-to-man defense. Preston Indians, that is.
Ball comes to Landon Bailey into the game for the first time. High arching shot there by Brown is up and over the top of Ty Hyde and goes in. He has 9.
Not sure what the call is.
I'm not sure what that is either. Oh, a delay of game warning. They must have touched the ball after the basket.
Yep.
So we're tied for the first time at 13s. Less than a minute to play here in the quarter as Luke Smaley brings it back up into the front court. Boy, they're riding Ty like crazy, not even letting him get around the corner.
Looked like one of those freeway pileups when there's an icy, wintry day.
Ty tried to fight his way through a triple team, and the foul will go on Caden Hales. That's his first.
Yeah, the big man for Pokey out of the game. Ty with a big size advantage on whoever's guarding him now.
Bounce it down low, comes into Hyde. He'll look to kick it back out. Now he gets it back out top to Smaley. 39 seconds left in the quarter, tied at 13. Comes around the screen, Hammonds from the right corner this time. It's too long as the rebound is off, taken down by Brown. Again, the defenders are back, so he'll slow it down. 26 seconds left in the quarter. Coach Green yelling at him to slow things down. They'll run the clock and work for the last shot. Brown wants to penetrate. Here he comes. Runs into Ty, so he'll kick it back out as he comes back out to Downs. 13 seconds left in the quarter. Downs will dribble against Ward. 9-8, here he comes. Cuts inside, 15-foot jumper, good.
Oh, great move, tough shot.
2-1 left. Smaley from midcourt, it's short. As we're done with a quarter here tonight, and Pocatello will lead after one. We'll go to the second. Pokey up 15-13 over the Preston Indians. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocal.radio.com.
If it's time to sell your home, retail property, or land, make sure to hire the realtor that has your best interest in mind. This is Mike Hansen, broker at Cornerstone Real Estate. As a licensed real estate broker in Idaho and Utah, I have over 20 years of experience helping folks successfully sell property. I would like the opportunity to help you list and sell for the best price as quickly as possible. Call me today to schedule an appointment. Let's work together to make the sale of your property as simple and successful as possible. Mike Hansen, 801-510-1121.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
KACH.
We'll go to the second. Preston down by a deuce. 15-13. Ball belongs to Pocatello to start the second quarter as Brown will bring it back up into the front court. Looks down the left side, gives it off to Downs. Back out top, back to Hale. His three-pointer from there is no good. Ty has the rebound inside. There's almost a reach-in by Corey Bruner, but they didn't call it. Comes to Smaley. He'll kick it back out.
Bruner gives up about 4 inches to Ty. See if we can get it to him there.
As they get it inside, back outside, free throw line extended left. Smaley back to Hyde, lay it up and in.
Ty came out that time, little pick and roll action out on the left wing.
That's a difficult pass for Ty to catch, but he did a good job with it.
Yeah.
As Maverick Hale comes back to the scorer's table, he'll be back in next time it's dead. Back to Brown, outside for Pokey. Top of the key, wanted a three, didn't take it. Kicks it over here on right in front of the Preston bench. Down low now, turning inside. Nope, they'll hand it off instead and get the layup. Nice move by Caden Hales on the cut. And nice layup to pick up the points.
Yep, caught us with our head turned on defense there.
Smalley, 3 feet away. Whoops, tried to lob it inside to Ty, and Ty had to go off his hands and falls out of bounds.
Yeah, Ty had the layup if he could corral that pass.
Maverick Hale back into the game.
Preston comes back with pressure, full court. Pokey breaks it.
They get it back to Brown. Hale's about an inch taller than Hyde, but gives up probably about 20 pounds in weight. Ty lays on him and draws the foul. He got Ty up in the air, and Ty kind of landed on him.
Yeah.
Wasn't that much contact, but there was enough to get the referee's attention. So that's the first on Ty, and one on each of the big men.
Yeah, so no foul trouble here, but just have to be a little careful now.
5 team fouls on the Indians as Downs will bounce it back into Hales. Shoots over Ty, needs a bounce, rolls off, tipped in inside, as was Caden Hales. Able to get that just as it came off the rim.
Yeah. Preston not blocking out, chasing the rebound instead of blocking and holding your position.
Pokey up 4, lob it inside to Ty, get the hoop and the basket. And Ty will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. As the foul is going to go on Casey Bruner.
Bruner, a little about 5'9", 5'10" guard in the game there, doubling down on the low post on Ty.
Yeah, once the ball went in there, Bruner collapsed and was all hands like he was down here at the other end a couple minutes ago. So Ty gets the Preston Indians back to within 2, and now would make it 1, and does as he hits the free throw. 19-18, 6:15 to play here in the first half. Dan Hubbard, Lyle Fuller, happy to be with you on this Friday night. Turn inside, Hales can't get a shot, kick it back over in the corner. Bruner, his shot is blocked by Garrett Ward. However, it's picked out of the air by Isaac Brown. They'll set up the offense again. Downs comes around the screen, drives, kick it back over in the corner. Now they give it to Maverick Hales at the left elbow. He'll bring it back outside. Dangerous as Cole Harris almost intercepted that. Brown will shoot. It's a horrible shot. It's off of Garrett Ward and out of bounds.
Yeah, it came off so strange and so hard off the backboard. Garrett not ready for it.
Exactly.
You don't expect an air ball almost from 10 feet. But
so the ball stays with Pokey underneath their own hoop. Downs will bring it in as they put a double stack at each of the elbows. They cross, and they'll get it back in. And good job. Hammonds comes across, and they're going to call the foul on Hales because he reached out and hooked Hammonds by the arm.
Yeah, Hammonds intercepted the inbounds pass.
That's 2 on Hales, both sides now with 5 fouls. A little bit of a break there for Preston. As they get it up, Harris, lob it inside to Ty. Ty's pushed in the back, no call.
Yeah, point blank layup.
Here comes Hales. Gives it up to Ney on the left side, free throw line extended. Gives it to Downs. Downs drives all the way, and he's going to be fouled going up.
Well, who have they got? Let's see.
Ty was in that area, but it's going to be on Smalley.
Oh, wow.
That's 2 on Luke. That's going to get Garrett Ward back into the game. As Luke's going to come out here with 5:22 to play here in the first half. As Jaden Downs going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair, as that one's good. He hit his first. Garrett Ward back in. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motor Company with Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks. They're all available right here in the city of Preston. Downs' second free throw is good again. He has 4 and the lead back out to 3 again. 21-18, Pokey on top. 5:15 to play here in the first half. Ward on in place of Luke Smalley. Now they're going to really pressure the ball. 3-pointer by Dunn, too long. Ward up high to get the rebound. Biscuit back to Dunn. Put it up and in.
Offensive rebound, very timely by Garrett Ward. So Preston was down 3 when Luke goes out. See how we do in Luke's absence here.
They cut it to 1, 21-20. Pokey finally gets it across the timeline as Brown gets it back from Maverick Hale. Now we'll set it up. Swings it over to Downs. Downs drives all the way, swing it in the corner. Three-pointer from there is going to be way too long. Inside, put it up, and they'll count it as Hale is able to catch the air ball on the far side of the hoop and then fouled without coming down.
Yeah, spectacular play by Hales. You have to give him credit there. That was a heck of a play. Our guards, though, Dan, need to do a little better job of boxing out. Their guards are getting way too many rebounds because we're standing and watching instead of finding the guy and putting a body on him.
Cooper Hobson back into the game. Cole Harris leaves, and Brown completes the three-point play. He's got 9 here in the first half, and it's back out to a 4-point lead again for Pokey with 4:30 to play here in the first half. Dunn, get outside to Ward, back to Scott Dunn, back outside to Cooper Hobson. Swing it to Hammonds, down low on the right block, kick it back out to Ward. Three-pointer from straight away is long. Inside rebound comes off as it's controlled by Pokey. Downs brings it back up into the front court. Downs stops, top of the key, gives it to Maverick Hale from the left elbow, no good. Tapped back out and tapped out of bounds. That's got to go to Preston. Nobody touched it but Pocatello, absolutely.
Yeah. Again, another Pokey guard, though, slipping past our guard, keeping the ball alive, just tipping it, trying to do anything they can to keep another possession going.
So Hammonds will get it into Ward. Still down by 4. Comes to Dunn. Ward in the left corner, looks inside, can't get it there, so he'll take the 3. In, out. Ty's got the rebound, put it back up and in.
Yeah, Ty just outmaneuvered, outmuscled Hales on the low box.
Ty's got 8 in the first half and the lead down to 2. Pokey back up in the front court. Hales, swing it over. Ney wants to drive, now wants to go baseline. Works his way around Ty, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Ty.
Yeah, that'll be Ty's second.
That's going to be 2 on Ty. It's going to get Rhett Robertson into the game. And it's also going to send Matthew Ney back to the free throw line. As Coach Jones looking for an explanation, saying the man was set. But the only thing that Ty didn't do was he tried to set himself in bounds. He sticks his right foot out of bounds.
Right.
Then they can't go around him, and the only thing he can do is take the ball right in the chest, take the man right in the chest.
And we've seen Ty, he's drawn a lot of charges this year. Something he's really quite good at is drawing the charge, but this time he gets called for the block, so we'll have to sit. Red Robertson will check in.
Robertson comes in for Ty, who heads to the bench. Robertson averaging 2.5 points a game so far here on the year. Remember, he missed the first several games with a knee injury of his own. So here's Ney. First free throw is no good as he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. 3.5 to play here in the first. Preston down 2.
Hobson also back in for the Indians.
Dunn looks for 3. Good! Preston has in the lead.
Yeah, that's a pretty shot. Perfect rotation, splash in the bottom of the net.
25-24. Comes back up in the front court. Bruner with it straight away. He'll give it off to Brown. Brown on the angle, looks inside. Waiting for his teammates to kind of get in their position for whatever play they're going to run. As it comes to Ney.
That should be Preston, yeah.
Dribbled that off his knee and out of bounds.
We'll credit Hobson with causing that turnover. Alert hands there. Good job, Cooper.
Cole Harris will come back in. Preston, I should say, Garrett Ward will leave. And a timeout on the floor called by Pocatello. 3:01 to play. Indians lead by 1. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
At Preston Drug, we understand.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Here come the Indians. They have the ball. The Preston Indians, they have the ball. Under 3 minutes now to play in the first half. Robertson swings it to Hammonds. Free throw line extended left. Hobson looks at another three. Good!
Sight for sore eyes, Dan. Cooper Hobson with that stroke we loved last year.
28-24 as Hales shoots. That's no good. Rhett Robertson up high to grab the board. Gives it off to Dunn. They'll bring it back up in the front court. That's that pure stroke. He may have had knee surgery, but he didn't lose that stroke while he was off.
That was pretty, and it was well behind the three-point line, too.
Hobson has it again. Free throw line extended right. Holds it up over his head. Wants to drive. Backs in now on Hales. Gives it back to Robertson. 16-footer's good.
Rhett can hit that little shot right there from the free throw line. They left him alone. He just puts it right up and in.
Preston goes up by 6 now as there's 2 minutes left here in the first. Half, that is. Ney dribbles between his feet. Swings it over on the far side as it goes to Hales. Back out top to Ney. Ney now wants to drive. Poked away by Robertson. Taken away by Robertson. They'll get it to Hobson. Tries to bounce it over to Dunn, but good footwork there by Isaac Brown to kick it out of bounds.
Yeah, the intentional kick. It'll stay with Preston, but Dunn is wide open if they could have found him for a layup.
We invite you to stay tuned. The Rouse Construction halftime report coming up at halftime, which is 1 minute and 47 seconds away. Landon Bailey will come back in as Casey Bruner will go to the bench. Cooper Hobson to bring it in from underneath the Preston basket. Gets it into Hammonds. Free throw line extended right. He'll bring it back out to the top. Look out. You're going to look at the coach. You got to pay attention. And that's going to go to who? Well, 3 officials look at each other.
Now we're going to have a conference.
Now we're going to flip a coin. Ask the guy who's furthest away from the ball. That's smart.
Right. Well, we're having a big chat.
As they'll caucus here for a moment. And they're going to jump it, or they're going to call it alternating possession.
Yeah, alternating possession. So
it'll stay with Preston. So it stays with the Indians. Luckily enough, that's the one thing that Jones does. He tries to get his point guard's attention and the defenders notice it, and they come after the ball right away.
Yeah, almost cost the Indians a possession there.
Dunn, 16-footer, no good. Inside, Robertson able to pick up the loose ball and put it back in. Rhett's got 4, and a timeout on the floor, or what do we got?
Somebody tying a shoe. Now, warning for touching the ball.
So a delay of game warning now against the Indians. That's against both sides. That's fair. It's an even up.
Yeah.
Preston up by 8 here, 1:24 to play in the first half.
Especially where both sides like to run, Dan. You don't want to be touching the ball and disrupting their flow.
Absolutely. That's exactly why the officials do that. Brown to Hales. Back out top as it comes to Bailey. Bailey gives it back to Downs, top of the key. Looks inside, drops it down there. Maverick Hale, little turnaround jumper is good. Maverick gets his first 2 points of the game. Preston is still up by 6 as we go under a minute to play here in the first half. Ward, that's deflected by Brown and will stay with the Preston Indians with 54 seconds left.
Yeah, 54 seconds, maybe a little too long to go for one. We'll see if they hold for one, though.
Dunn will bring it in. Preston lines up in a picket line across the free throw line area. They lob it into Garrett Ward. Ward with Ney on him. And we got a foul underneath. This is an offensive foul against Rhett Robertson, I believe, trying to fight for position. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
9 team fouls against the Indians. However, it's an offensive foul, so there's no free throws involved. 49 seconds to play here in the quarter. 32-26. Preston leads by 6. Up top, Brown. Swing it over to Downs right in front of the Preston bench. He'll pivot, give it back out top to Brown now. Brown goes between his feet a couple of times with 30 seconds to play in the half. Free throw line to Bailey. Swing it over in the corner, goes right through the hands of Caden Hales, so it'll go back to Preston.
Yeah, unforced error, you might call that one, just right through his hands. We'll see Luke Smaley back in now. Probably playing for one with 27 seconds. Rhett Robertson goes to the bench. Rhett gave some good minutes there, Dan.
Absolutely. Great minutes in place of Ty Hyde with a couple of fouls. So Smaley will bring it up. He's going to take his time. 22 seconds left as he gets to the timeline with 19 on the clock. Hammonds back to Smaley. 15 as the clock continues to run. 13. Hammonds in the right corner. Can't get a shot. Kick it back out to Ward. Ward looks inside. Nothing there. Harris for a three. That's no good. The long rebound comes off. They get it back to Hales with 2 with 1, and he traveled. Nope. Double dribble.
Yeah, double dribble. That's 2 turnovers in the last 30 seconds on one of Pokey's best guards. Just sort of unforced errors.
2 seconds left here for the Indians. Still have plenty of time to get a shot off as Cole Harris will bring it in mid-court, backcourt as it comes to Smaley. Remember, he made a 3 from there last year, and this one is to no good. However, Preston will still lead by 6 as we're done here at halftime. They've outscored the Pocatello by 8 in the quarter. It's 32-26 as we go to halftime. The Ralph Construction halftime report is coming up. We invite you to stay tuned for that. We're right back after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking for a different kind of spot for lunch, dinner, or to do catering for your next event? Then try the Island Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins right here in Preston. At Island Bowl Grill, they have the best Hawaiian fare in the area. The combination of teriyaki and Korean influences can only be described in one way: mouth-watering. Offering 3 different catering options, Island Bowl Grill can host your next party in-house at Poppin' Pins Bowling Center. You can pick up for takeout, or they can come right to your house and prepare the food on-site for your next party. What could be easier? Go to poppinpins.com for more information on Island Bowl Grill, or call 208-425-6128. Poppin' Pins Bowling Center, 411 South US Highway 91 in Preston.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
The halftime report is brought to you by Ralph's Construction. More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
KACH.
So for Preston, they lead 32-26. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, look at the scoring in the first half right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
We're not your ordinary grocery store at Stokes Market and True Value in Preston. We see every customer as a friend and a neighbor. Stokes Market and True Value offers a clean, bright, and modern store with the freshest meats, produce, and bakery. In many ways, we're still old-fashioned. We still bake from scratch, and our bakery items are made in store. You'll never see meat with an ingredient list because our meats are all natural and cut in store. Stop in today. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
Why do I drink milk?
Milk rehydrates my body after I work out.
Milk has the protein I need to build muscle.
Milk helps me maintain a lean body mass.
Milk helps my muscles recover and stay strong.
Milk has the carbohydrates I need to re-energize.
Milk replaces important electrolytes that I lose when I sweat.
As an athlete at Boise State,
I learned that every sip
is a victory.
What do you drink?
What do you drink?
What do you drink?
Milk Victory. Brought to you by United Dairymen of Idaho.
KACH. KACH.
Well, let's look at the scoring from the first half as the drill team out on the floor. First for the Pocatello Indians, Caden Hale finished the first half with 9. Isaac Brown also had 9. Caden Downs with 4. And Maverick Hale had 2 in the first half. For the Preston Indians, Ty Hyde finished with 8. Cooper Hobson with 3. Scott Dunn had 10 in the first half to lead all scorers. Cole Harris had 4. Garrett Ward did not score. Gabe Hammonds had 3. And Brett Robertson, I should say, had 4. Both sides made 4 out of 5 free throws they attempted in the first half here tonight.
Yeah, and I'd look for Luke Smaley to be a little more aggressive in the second half, looking for his shot, or especially on that drive. They tried a couple times in the first half to get him on that low box. When he has a shorter man, he's so athletic, they like to post him up. They just couldn't find him, so I'd like to see them go back to that post up to Luke, get him involved offensively. I think everybody plays better defensively, rebounding when you see if you go through the net and leave your own hand, and so I'd like to see Luke get a little more involved there in the second half and keep going back to Ty, keep going right at Maverick Hales, see if you can get some fouls on him.
This has been the Ralph's Construction halftime report. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community here in Preston. You can call for more information at 435-232-1837. 435-232-1837. It'd be a little bit delayed here before we get the second half started, as the drill team had some problems getting their music started, so they were stuck in freeze there for a couple of minutes before they got the routine started, but it was well worth the wait. So we'll go to commercial. We'll come back in the second half, coming up just around the corner. Preston on top, 32-26.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232 432-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
January is Learn to Ski or Snowboard Month. Come join our Learn to Turn classes levels 1 through 3 at Beaver Mountain. Learn to Turn is for first-time beginners ages 7 and up for skiing, 9 and up for snowboarding, and is offered daily at 10 a.m. and at 1 p.m. on weekends and holidays. Registration is $70 and includes a 2-hour lesson, your ski or snowboard rental, and a Little Beaver lift ticket for the day. Call Beaver Mountain at 753-0921 or go to our website, skithebeav.com, for more information.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
Wow, this is a very important stretch for the Preston Indians, starting with this game here tonight, as they'll play 5 of their next 7 games at home, which will also round out the balance of the home schedule. They play tonight. Burley will be here tomorrow. They got a game coming up against Jerome, but first in between there, they have to make a trip to Minico. And still, other than that, on the home schedule, they still have another game against Century and Minico back here as well.
Yeah, all good teams. You know, Century may have underperformed a little bit so far this year relative to their preseason expectations, but they're big, they're well coached. We know Minico and Burley are really very solid and good. Burley with the Whiting kid, Trent Whiting's son. People may remember Coach Trent Whiting played for BYU back in the day.
Yep.
His boy is already signed with Boise State, so you have a legitimate Division I talent coming in with Whiting. Should be an entertaining game tomorrow night as well.
We saw his younger sister, the freshman Whiting, here last night.
She's very good.
She's very good, and she's already has offers from 3 or 4 schools as a true freshman.
Wow, yeah. Very athletic family, and so you know, that'll be a lot of fun tomorrow night. But of course, we still have a good half of basketball here tonight to take care of.
Yep, and here we go with the second half. Ball belongs to the Pocatello Indians. Preston leads by 6 as we start quarter number 3. Ney gets it back out top as it comes back to Brown. Brown to Downs, now back to Brown again. As he gives it back to Ney, bounce it down to Maverick Hale, back outside to Ney, wants to drive in the paint, kicks it back out to Downs, has it stripped away, goes to Brown, blocked from behind by Hyde.
Great job.
Taken down by Hyde, give it to Smaley. Here comes Luke, down the middle, all the way, lay it in.
Boy, nobody picked him up. Luke all the way to the hole.
Great ball fake by Luke and got him a free walk to the basket.
Yeah.
Inside, now kick it back out. Ney drives, can't get a shot over Hyde. Boy, they learned that lesson quick. Tied with a couple of blocks here tonight. Back outside to Downs.
Preston guards are taller than Pokey's guards, but Pokey's guards sure are quick and they can all handle and shoot.
Yeah, the whole team is quick. Brown in the left corner, bounces it down low to Maverick Hale. Turns on the left block, shoots over Hyde, no good. Tie up Hyde to grab the board. Gives it to Smaley. Here comes Lucas. The Indians want to push. Lay it off. Harris, lay it in.
Yep. Pokey just not looking for Cole Harris. Quick timeout here by Pokey.
30-second timeout taken by the Indians. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So 4 quick points for the Preston Indians. Opens up their biggest lead of the game of 10, 36-26.
Yeah, mimics the start to the game when we had 4 quick ones, and Cole Harris involved there too.
Out top, Caden Hales gives it off on the left side, comes over to Ney. Ney dribbles against Garrett Ward, brings it back across the top of the key, wants to drive, kicks it back out to Brown. Brown, left elbow, doesn't take that. Downs now with it on the right side. Kick it over in the right corner, just driving the baseline. You can't get a shot there. Back to Brown, back in the corner, back to Ney again. 3 is good.
Boy, that's just a couple of kids who played a lot of basketball together, just finding each other.
That's the first points tonight for Ney as Smaley gets it back up into the front court. Garrett drops it down on the right block to Ty Hyde. Ty trying to use his offhand to direct traffic a little bit as they double team him. Smaley has it. Smaley runs into a man blocking. Wow. And Downs, while sitting on the floor complaining, wants to know why it wasn't a charge. Easy, son. You're still moving.
Yeah, the Pokey coaches all jumped up, really hoping to get the third on Luke, but Preston will inbounds out of their under their own basket now.
They get it into Harris, drop it immediately back down to Hyde for the easy layup. Ty's got 10. Preston leads 38-29. Back to a 9-point advantage. Ball comes to Ney over on the right side, swinging all the way back over here on the left again. Back to Downs, back out top. Quick ball movement. As they get it back, Ney has it again, top of the key, drops it, kicks it, they lay it off, goes to Hales. Ty has another one, his third block of the game. Back to Smaley, here comes Luke. Over on the left side, it goes to Ward. Great move down the baseline. His shot is short, however, as the rebound comes off to Ney. Quickly, here come the red-clad Indians from Pocatello. Back out top, in and out of the hands of Downs as he wasn't able to get a shot. Now he comes up, flips it up over Hyde, no good. Smaley has that rebound. Ty's out running the floor. Smaley all the way, and he's fouled going to the basket.
Yeah, good hard foul, prevented the layup. Luke will get a couple from the free throw line.
As that's going to go on Downs. That'll be his second. Ty had something to say to him as he's walking away. Yeah. And Luke Smaley now will go back to the line.
As we talked about over halftime, Luke being more aggressive here, looking for his own shot, looking for drives.
There's Ty's, or I should say Luke's first free throw. That's good. And it gives Luke only 3 points here in the game. His scoring is down this year, but certainly his floor generalship is just as high as it always has been.
Yep, and Luke, they just count on him to do so many different things and play so many minutes.
74% free throw shooter on the year, makes them both. Gives him 4 in the game. He's only averaging about 10.5, which is down about 4 points, I think, from about what it was last year. As Downs all the way, layup too strong, rebound put back inside, as it was put back up by Landon Bailey for his first 2 points of the game. Preston leads back to 9, taken away by Pocatello. Here they come. Here comes Bruner down the middle, lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, should be Preston, it is. Another second chance basket, though, for Pocatello down there. We just got to block out a little better.
Gabe Hammond's going to come back in. It's Garrett Ward to go back to the bench with 4:39 to play.
Well, that's the thing about Pocatello being undersized, though. They learned to team rebound. They've had to do it all the way up through the ranks, and they just do it. They all attack the glass, all 5 of them.
Yeah, and I remember last year they did it very well. Harris inside in the paint, got loose, and gets the little floater. He has 8 in the ball game, and the Preston lead is back out to 11 now, their biggest lead of the game. Ney spins at the left elbow against Hammonds, can't get a shot. Back to Downs, he wants to drive, and he dribbles it out of bounds.
Yeah, just dribbled it out of bounds.
When you're getting ready to go up, you think you have an open shot, and you get nothing but a big blue 0 in your face with a Ty Hyde's chest. It'll alter your shot, and that's exactly what happened as Downs dropped the ball out of bounds. Here's Preston back up in the front court. 4 minutes to play exactly here in quarter number 3. Hammonds fakes the 3 from the left corner, doesn't take it, he'll kick it back out to Smaley.
Yeah, he had it in his favorite spot, just couldn't quite, and now he's open.
Now they get it back to him, 3 from the corner, good.
He loves those corners, Gabe Hammonds.
That's his second 3 of the game. Preston now leads by 14. Comes back to Ney, looks inside, he'll give it back to Brown. Down low, comes back to Bailey. in the corner. Three-pointer from there off the top of the glass. That's missed by so much. As here comes, picked up by Smaley. Luke all the way, lay it in. Luke attacks the glass. Back up in the front court. Good hustle by Dunn to get a hand on it and tap it out of bounds. Yeah, Preston leads by 16. Cooper Hobson back into the game as Cole Harris will head back to the bench.
Preston's strong start here to the third quarter.
Which really started in the second when they outscored them 19-11 in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Ball tapped out of bounds again as Cooper got a hand on it.
Hobson back in.
Downs will bring it back in from the other side of his basket. Still underneath the baseline. Good pass to Bailey down low, but off balance, put it up and missed it.
Yeah, Ty bothered that one, yep.
Ty alters another shot. There's so many things that Ty does that don't show up on a score sheet. Smaley with Downs right inside his shirt. Then that's going to be a foul on Downs. Absolutely. As Smaley terminated the dribble, and then Downs got right up in his chest and bumped him and knocked Luke off balance. And a timeout on the floor. 3:02 to play. We'll again take the timeout. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo robotic assistance system at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial, or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
KACH.
Dan Hubbard along with Lyle Fuller. Back here at Preston Gym. Preston leads by 16, 3:02 to play in the third quarter.
You know, Dan, the other thing that Cooper Hobson brings in addition to that outside shooting, he's about 6'4" and good athlete.
Smaley lays it off to Cooper. Missed it. Ty there to put back it in. Not sure somebody may have touched the ball or what, but Cooper doesn't normally miss that shot from a foot and a half.
Yeah.
Downs, free throw line extended left. Takes a one bounce dribble, can't get a shot, gives it to Ney. Now Downs gets it back. Now back to Ney, top of the key, driving. Stops at the elbow, kick it off in the corner. Three-pointer from there is no good, put up by Hale. Now they kick it back out. Here come Preston again, 2-on-1. Blocked out of bounds by Ney.
Gabe says, well, he kind of fouled me too, no call. Usually when the defender chases someone down and takes a big volleyball swing at it, they're going to call a foul either way, but not so that time.
So Preston ball underneath their own basket, as it'll be Isaac Brown coming back into the game as Downs will now leave. Smaley to bring it in, bounce it down low, high, great move, lay it in.
Yeah. Ty, that great use of the pivot foot.
Maverick Hale stood there. He was there a second ago. Where'd he go?
Right.
And all that while Ty was getting the easy layup. 51-31, 20-point lead. Biggest lead of the game for Preston. Ney kicks it back out. Brown for three. Good.
Brown elevates. That's a true jump shot. Tough shooter, tough kid there, Brown.
That's his second three of the game. He has 12 now in the contest. Smaley drops it back down low. Whistle as the ball came in to Hyde. Maverick Hales had fallen, as that's going to go on Hales, and that would be just to be his second.
So, Ty made the shot, but they'll wave it off. Save was on the floor.
So Smaley brings it in. Get it inside to Ty again. Put it back up and in. They don't really have an answer for Hyde inside now at this point.
No, Hyde really picking up steam here as the game goes along. Great screen that time by Hobson on the inbounds.
He's got 16, does Ty. Brown, he pumps another three. Good again. His third three of the game. Smaley back up to the front court. Comes to Hammonds. Free throw line extended left and a whistle away from the ball. That's going to be on Hale down low, bodying up on Ty, I believe.
Yeah.
As he's the one arguing about it, it most certainly is. That's going to be three on him.
So, yeah, fouls on their big guy on consecutive possessions down the floor.
1:22 to play. That's 5 team fouls against Pocatello, none against Preston so far here in the quarter.
Yeah, of course the Pokey faithful and coaching staff will be pointing that out to the refs ad nauseum here for a minute.
Smalley looks inside, bounces it to Hyde. They double team Ty. No look pass. Smalley slam!
That was fun. That's the highlight reel play right there.
55-37. Brown kicks it back out to Brown. Shoots over the top of the defense, no good. Good defense there by Hobson. Smalley, or I should say Luke, Ty needs help in the backcourt. Quickly up the floor, it comes to Dunn. Scotty all the way, put it in. This is turning into a passing clinic here in the third quarter.
Yep. Beautiful job sharing the ball.
40 seconds to play. Whistle, and are they going to be a foul on Hobson?
Who have they got here? Nope, Ty.
Nope, that's on Ty. That'll be his third. Got his knee up, they said, apparently. So Ty will come out with 39 seconds left to play in the quarter. As Rhett Robertson comes back in, Ty goes to the bench with 16 points. That's the first team foul against the Preston Indians here in the second half. As Coach Green has something to say to the officials after he leaves the scorer's table as Pokey brings the ball in the corner to Ney, goes around Hobson, brings it back out top. That's Hales, another three-pointer. That's no good. Hobson has that rebound. Gives it off to Smalley with 30 seconds. Luke back up into the front court. Dunn takes a three. Good again.
Indians getting the offensive machine cranked up now.
That's his third of the night. 19 seconds to play in the quarter. Hale shoots over the top of Robertson, no good. And that's going to go on Dunn as he was on the back of Jackson Williams.
Yeah,
on the rebound. Williams had a good position on him, and Dunn did nothing but try to crawl over his back.
Yeah, easy call for the ref there, but not a shooting foul.
Jackson Williams had played a pretty good game in the JV game. Comes inside to Williams, looking, now kicks it back out. That's Hale for three again.
It's a pretty stroke out there, boy.
4 seconds left in the quarter. Three, Smalley, bounce pass inside, tries to get it to Robertson. That's the way the quarter will end. Preston extends the lead as a nice big third quarter. Will go to the fourth, leading by 20, 60-40. Fourth quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. We'll go there coming up right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
The fourth quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home.
This is Ron Smalley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH. KACH.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter just underway. As a foul down here on the Preston Indians.
They're going to get Cole Harris there.
That's just his second. Third team foul against the Indians. Pocatello has 5 here to start the fourth quarter.
Good job.
Nice job by Garrett to get up high and intercept it. But quickly up the floor it comes to Smalley, who's bumped from behind, hard from behind, and out of bounds. Yeah. Caden Hales will draw the foul. Is immediately there to help Luke up.
Yeah, good sportsmanship after the foul. They didn't want to see Luke dunk another one.
Preston bench is calling for intentional.
Yeah.
Nope, not going to get it though. as Smaley would go to the free throw line. As Luke was clearly ahead of the pack.
Yeah, it was a borderline non-basketball play, but overall I'm okay with the call. Luke will go get a couple free throws.
Luke to shoot 2. Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market and True Value, as first one's no good. Stokes Market is the big city market with small town friendliness. Stokes Market True Value on State Street, right here in Preston. So Luke will try the second here. Second one is good. That gives Luke 9 in the game. And it's 61-40, 21-point lead, their biggest of the game. Back out top, Matthew Ney holds onto it, gives it back to Isaac Brown. Brown looking inside. Can't get a pass there, gives it back to Hale. Another 3 is good again as Caden Hales hits his third 3 in about the last 5 minutes off the clock. Inside, Hammonds missed the layup.
Boy, great drive, just couldn't finish.
As Jackson Williams throwing the elbows a little bit after the rebound. Downs for 3, no good. Robertson has the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Williams this time. Tell you what, down the floor, Williams was throwing the elbows, and Robertson was not going to let him do that again.
Jackson Williams, a sophomore, looks to be about 6'3" or so. Pocatello doesn't list any heights on their roster, so all those heights are just a guesstimate. But
so Rhett Robertson will go to the free throw line. That's 17 fouls here on Pocatello. They're out of fouls for the rest of the game. And Rhett, who hasn't shot very many free throws this year, this is only his 8th, and makes that. So of the 8 that he has shot this year, he has made 4.
Get a chance to add to his percentage here. Shot number 2, no good.
That one's no good. Downs has the rebound. Back up to the front court, get it back out to Downs. Takes a step in, can't get a shot. Ney backs in on Ward, has a free throw line, still can't get a shot. Back to Downs, and Garrett will get called for a trip inadvertently here.
Yeah, it's one of those where you're just in the vicinity. But the guy goes down, and you were the closest Indian, Preston Indian.
So Garrett Ward whistled for the foul. That's his second. Ty Hyde now comes back in. As Downs bring it in from under the thrown basket. Blocked by Hyde again. That's 4 tonight. Quickly, here come the Indians again. Back to Ty down the middle. Throw it up and in.
Reward the big man running the floor.
Ty's got 18, and it's a 64-43 lead. Back to Ney. Top of the key. Can't get a shot. They'll give it back to Downs. Downs back over to Brown. Brings it back up top. Where he swings it inside to Ney in the paint, so he'll just back it back out. Bounce it down low to Williams. Very smart move by Hyde to let Williams have the basket, leading by 20.
Yeah, makes it just laid off, yeah.
Makes it 64-45, the lead down to 19. 6:05 to play in the game. Comes back to Harris, back to Dunn. Three-pointer from the right side this time is good again.
Layoff didn't hurt Scott Dunn's shooting stroke any.
That's 4 threes for Dunn. 30-second timeout taken here as tonight's game and the fourth quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home here in Preston. In your time of need, you need professionals with true compassion. Webb Funeral Home is where you'll find that true compassion and personal service. Webb Funeral Home, just off Highway 91 at the south end of the city of Preston. 67-45. Indians lead by 22. Preston Indians, I should say. I'm doing the same thing you were earlier. You know, we talked about Preston really starting to outscore them. They outscored Pocatello 19-11 in the second quarter. They doubled up on them in the third, outscoring them 28-14 to open up that 20-point lead.
Yeah, great third quarter. We saw Smaley come out really aggressive. I think he had 8 in that quarter. Had that big dunk off a great feed from Hyde. And Scott Dunn just continues to scorch the nets from the three-point line.
Dunn and Hyde both with 18 in the game. As back onto the floor like Ryan Payne for the first time tonight. Dunn has it, top of the key. That's going to be a kick on Luke. So the ball will stay with Pocatello. Ryan Payne, number 11, is a sophomore. Also, Bo Bailey getting ready to come in, number 25, the senior, will replace Jackson Williams.
Yeah, Coach Green going a little deeper into his bench here, down 22 with 5:40 to go.
Kind of sees the writing on the wall that this may be too big of a lead to come back from, as Ty got a hand on that. They save it back on the floor to Downs. Downs flips it over Ty, no good. Dunn up high to get the rebound, taken away by Bailey, however. They look inside, nothing there. Now they have him trapped in the corner as Hales has it, dribbles out of the corner. Smaley intercepts that pass, 1-on-3, give it off to Ward. Ward flips it up, but he's fouled, as coming across was Hales. And all his momentum was carrying him right toward Garrett, and there's really not much he could do about it. So that would be his third and the team's 8th here.
Well, they've got him on for 4 on the board.
They got him for 4, okay.
Oh.
I only had him for 3, but I'll take 4.
Yeah, well,
mine with
that'll
me.
be just fine.
Yeah, whatever you want. So Garrett will go to the free throw line. Ward to shoot a couple. First one is good. It's Garrett's first point tonight, averaging about 4.5 points a game so far on the year. And like Robertson doesn't shoot a whole lot of free throws, as he makes them both. He's now 9 of 11 overall on the year. 69-45, Preston up 24.
He traveled when he started, no call.
He'll kick it back out to Payne. Gives it back out top. Hales, a long 3, good again.
That kid can shoot.
That's his 4th 3 of the game. He's got 18. Actually, they have him for 20 on the board. I missed something along the way. But we'll take 20, so he's the high point man in the game. Bounce it back down low to Ty. Ty looking for room to operate down the baseline. Kicks it off to Ward. Back to Smaley, back to Dunn. Another 3. Short this
great
time.
Ball movement.
Good rebound inside by Harris to put it back.
Cole Harris just outworked the Pocatello man to grab that board and muscle it back up in.
Then they expect him to spin outside. He went inside.
Yep.
Bailey along the baseline. That's no good. Tapped out by Harris. It comes to Smaley.
Quick
out to Dunn for the layup and the foul.
Beautiful pass, beautiful finish by Scotty on the left side with the right hand.
Quickly up the floor, man. They have to be the fastest team in the state getting up the floor.
Yeah, we talked about Pokey's guys. You know, Luke and Scotty have been playing together an awful long time too, and Scotty runs and Luke finds him.
That's Jaden Downs on the foul. That's also his 4th. Free throw by Dunn is in and out. So Scott now with 20, high point man for the Indians. Tied for team game high honors, and that foul inside, it's going to be on Ty, as Ney came in just wildly throwing his body toward Ty and flipping the ball toward the basket, and somehow able to draw the foul.
Yeah, Ty started out maintaining that verticality you want to see in a defender, but then he lowered that arm, and they got him for the foul.
That's 4 on Ty as Ney misses the first free throw. Robertson comes back in. Brandon Hess comes in, and Hammonds comes back in as well, as Hyde, Smaley, and Harris all leave.
Yeah, big hand for the 3 starters coming out, well deserved.
Dunn leaves with 20. Hyde leaves with 18. Second free throw here by Ney is good. As Smaley's still on the floor with 4:10 to play. Brings the ball back across the timeline. Robertson pops up to get it at the left elbow. Comes back to Ward. Smaley, 3 from the left corner. Good.
That was pretty.
Tell you what, they have got their 3-point shooting touch back after the layoff.
Boy, sure did.
Comes back to Hales, another 3. That's good again.
He looks very comfortable shooting that shot.
He certainly does. Hales now with 23. Smaley back in the front court. Luke, whoops, that's taken away by Downs. Here comes Pocatello again back the other way. Downs wants to drive. He'll give it back. Hales another 3. This one's short. Taken out of the air by Hess. Hess has it to Downs. Dunn as it comes back to Lynch. Eventually makes its way to Luke Smaley. Hammonds, free throw line extended left. Back out top to Hess. Back to Ward. Swing it back to Smaley again, now on the right side. Back out top, swing it again. Hess has it again. Free throw line extended left. Back out top to Smaley. Luke wanted it, didn't take it. Now he wants to drive, still doesn't take it. Drop it inside to Hess. Hess, a little Euro step, I'm going to say he traveled. It's like he wanted to pull up and shoot, but then lost his balance and couldn't.
Had to take an additional step. And
As into the game, Brevin Vaughn for the first time tonight here for Pocatello, as Matthew Ney will leave. 2:54 to play, 76-52, Preston on top. Drop it down to Bailey. Wants to turn,
way high dribble.
Almost carry that over.
Yeah.
Bad pass, he threw it over to Vaughn down the baseline from the corner. Buhner, no good. Tipped up by Bailey is no good. Robertson has the rebound. They'll give it to Smaley. Luke will walk it up into the front court with 2.5 to play. 24-point lead for Preston, their biggest of the night, 76-52. They've passed that 76 mark. They get one more point, and right there, that'll put them over their season high for points as they go to 78 for the game.
Comes courtesy of Hess, a 6'4" junior, plays a lot on the JV and gets some varsity time as well here.
Smaley will leave as Cole Harris comes back into the game. The previous high, point-wise, for the Preston Indians was 77. That came against Shelley earlier in the year in the game at Shelley. But now with the made free throw, they have 79. So Hess with 3 in the game. There's a three-pointer from straight away. That's going to be off the guide wire up above the hoop, and that's a dead ball. So they come back over to Preston.
Just being up above the backboard by itself is not out of bounds, and once it hits that guide wire, then they have to call it out.
So Garrett Ward will run the offense here with Smaley getting the rest of the night off. Comes to Harris, back to Ward in the right corner. Bounce it down to Robertson. Kick it back out. Harris for 3. Needs a bounce. Won't get it. Hess inside. Almost had the rebound, and he's going to get called for the over-the-back foul, I believe. Yes, he is.
You like the aggressiveness going after the offensive rebound, but just went over a smaller man. It's called.
That's 16 fouls now against the Preston Indians. First foul against Hess. Jackson Williams back onto the floor. Gets the ball, turns at the free throw line, faces down low, goes through the hands of Bailey. Back outside, Vaughn thought about it, didn't take the shot, however. So he'll give it back out top to Payne. Payne goes back to Williams. Turns, wants to drive on Roberts. Can't get a shot. Now turning, he'll flip it back over. It comes back to Bailey. Back now to Payne, who drives, and it's no good, but he's going to be fouled. And the foul's going to go on Rhett Robertson. That'll be his second.
Payne, another sophomore into the game for Pokey.
1:27 to play. Here's Ryan Payne now at the free throw line. Shot by Payne is good. Tonight's game is brought to you by Island Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins Bowling Center here in Preston. Stop by and enjoy some of the best Hawaiian food you'll ever find. It's all right here in Preston. And ask about their catering options as well. Island Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins Bowling Center on the highway here in Preston. Payne makes them both. 76-54, 1:20 to play. Harris to Ward right in front of the Preston bench. He'll dribble it back out as there's that pesky Buhner again. Riding Ward. Ward throws it away as he tried to get it back inside. Here comes the man who gives it off. Vaughn stepped inside the three-point arc. That's no good. Robertson tapped it, but it's going to go out of bounds back to Pokey. 59 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, the score drama no longer there, but the Indians would like to crack 80, I would think.
Yeah, it would be nice. Jackson Williams has it on the left block, turns inside, and a foul again on Robertson. That'll be 3 on Rhett. The student section has been in good voice all night tonight.
Yeah, big student section, and we'll just look for those to keep growing as the district play really heats up here in January.
Williams, first free throw is good. Had a good crowd with us tonight. Make sure you're here tomorrow at 7:30 as the Burley Bobcats will be here to face the Indians. Burley had the night off tonight, so they're going to be well rested for the game and see if Preston can keep shooting tonight like they did tomorrow night like they did tonight. 43 seconds left here in the game. Hammonds dribbles along the baseline, looks inside, can't get it there, so he'll come back out to Hess as Pocatello still playing good, tough defense inside. 30 seconds now as it comes back to Ward out near the timeline. Back to Harris, back to Ward. As they wait for Harris to cut through, they'll give it to Hammonds. Back out top to Hess. Back to Hammonds. 17 seconds on the clock. They're just going to run the clock out here. Not even going to take another shot. Comes back to Hammonds with 10. He'll put the ball on the floor, walk over toward the Preston bench, and now Pocatello will stand and just watch as well, as this game will go in the books as Preston will pick up their 12th win of the year. They're 6-0 in conference as they set a new season high scoring-wise as they win this one tonight, 79-55. Good outing. Sluggish start in the first quarter, but from the second quarter on, they really turned it on.
Yep, Preston really picked it up. Not that they played bad in the first quarter, but just really picked it up second, third, post home to a nice, comfortable win in the fourth. And, you got your guys, you did what you needed to do. You got some rest. You also got tuned up. You're ready to go for Burley tomorrow night.
And you got Cooper Hobson some important minutes as well.
Yeah, Cooper got in about, maybe 5 minutes or so. He managed to hit a three and did some other good things and just kind of generally getting reacclimated to game speed. So good to see Cooper out there tonight.
79-55 the final. We'll come back to the post-game show. It's on the way next.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, with Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks all available right here in Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, the big city market with small town friendliness. By Ralph's Construction, building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community in Preston. By Webb Funeral Home, just off Highway 91 at the south end of Preston. By Hawaiian Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins Bowling Center. Come try the best Hawaiian food right here in Preston. By Naylor Insurance, for life, home, and auto insurance from Mutual of Enumclaw on State Street in Preston. By Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. By Idaho Salvage, where you can turn your scrap metals into cash. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest on State Street in downtown Preston. By Valley Implement. By S&T Electric, and by MyLocalRadio.com. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
January is Learn to Ski or Snowboard Month. Come join our Learn to Turn classes, levels 1 through 3 at Beaver Mountain. Learn to Turn is for first-time beginners, ages 7 and up for skiing, 9 and up for snowboarding, and is offered daily at 10 a.m. and at 1 p.m. on weekends and holidays. Registration is $70 and includes a 2-hour lesson, your ski or snowboard rental, and a Little Beaver lift ticket for the day. Call Beaver Mountain at 753-0921 or go to our website, skithebeav.com, for more information.
When it comes to major surgery, think small. Small town, that is. At Franklin County Medical Center, the surgical capabilities are anything but small. Partnered with the top surgeons and specialists in the region to provide advanced care to those living in southeastern Idaho. Whether it's cataract surgery, women's surgery, gallbladder removal, trauma, even a full hip or knee replacement, they have you covered. And now, they're among the few hospitals in southeastern Idaho able to remove kidney stones. See just how big the surgical capabilities really are. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
Are you looking for a different kind of spot for lunch, dinner, or to do catering for your next event? Then try the Island Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins right here in Preston. At Island Bowl Grill, they have the best Hawaiian fare in the area. The combination of teriyaki and Korean influences can only be described in one way: mouth-watering. Offering 3 different catering options, Island Bowl Grill can host your next party in-house at Poppin' Pins Bowling Center. You can pick up for takeout, or they can come right to your house and prepare the food on-site for your next party. What could be easier? Go to poppinpins.com for more information on Island Bowl Grill, or call 208-425-6128. Poppin' Pins Bowling Center, 411 South US Highway 91 in Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield,
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard.
Welcome back here to Preston Gym as tonight the Preston Indians pick up a 79-55 win over the Pocatello Indians. They establish a new high for points in a game. And you know, Lyle, we talk about 20 points in a quarter being the ideal goal, at least that the goal. They scored 19 in the second, 19 in the fourth, and 28 in the third tonight on the way to the victory.
Yeah, really turned up the pressure in that third quarter. Got some steals, got some runouts, started hitting threes, and just again, put so much pressure on the other team. So, Pocatello scores 52, whatever their final was.
55.
Not that bad for a high school game, really. But, if Preston can keep scoring in those mid-60s, even pushing up into the 70s, bodes well for being able to outscore the other team. That's, of course, the ultimate goal of the game, says Captain Obvious, outscore the other team, and the Indians have sure been doing that of late.
I was just looking at my score sheet here real quick. You talked about Pocatello being able to keep shooting. They had 8 threes in the game tonight.
Yeah, their guards were every bit as good as advertised. One of the key differences, looking at what happened tonight, was Ty Hyde thoroughly outplayed their center. I think Maverick Hales only had maybe 1 basket, and Ty, with 18 or 20 up in that range. So really lopsided in favor of Preston there with the pivot men, and that was a big factor in Preston's win tonight. Excuse me.
If there's anything that Coach Jones might still be a little down about, the fact that even though they scored 78 points, there was still at sometimes they still got a little fast and loose with the basketball.
Yeah, and I think they did a better job in the second half on boxing out, not allowing those second chance points. Of course, when the other team's shooting a lot of threes, those rebounds come off long. They come off at strange angles.
Right.
But still, you've got to not rely on being an inch or two taller. Box that guy out. Don't let him rebound over you. And so that was one of the big turning points, I thought, in the third quarter as well.
The talk going in was Maverick Hale is the tough guy inside, and Caden Hales is the shooter from outside. I was much more impressed with Caden Hales than I was with Maverick Hale.
Yeah, Maverick Hale, he's had better nights than tonight, and he'll have better nights than tonight in the future. But again, in fact, he barely played in the second half. It seemed like once Ty had just kind of had his way with him, Coach Green just kind of sat him down and said, "This isn't your night, son. We'll go with the guard." So he'll come back. He's tall. He looks to be at least as tall as Ty.
Yeah.
Got good size and he can do some things. So I expect when we play them up in Pocatello, he'll want to really have a bounce-back game. We'll have to really watch him.
Yep, that game comes up, the last game of the year, February the 14th, and the last game of the regular season. So Preston wins it 79-55. We'll come back and look at the stat sheet coming up right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock, stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome back here to the post-game show. Let's take a look at the score sheet and see the way the game really shook out on paper here tonight. First for the Pocatello Indians, boy, hats off to Caden Hales. 23 points tonight, including 5 3-pointers, as he led all scorers in the game. Matthew Ney finished the game with 4. Isaac Brown hit a bit 3 threes in the game and finished the game with 14. Landon Bailey had 2. Jaden Downs with 4. Ryan Payne had a pair. Maverick Hales, as you mentioned, Lyle, only had 2 points in the game. Jackson Williams had 3. Pocatello was 8 out of 11 from the free throw line and hit a total of 8 threes in the game. For Preston, Ty Hyde finished the game with 18. Cooper Hobson had that one three-pointer, finished the game with 3. Scott Dunn had 20 in the game. Luke Smaley had a dozen. Cole Harris finished with 10 in the game. Garrett Ward with 2. Gabe Hammonds had 6. Brandon Hess with 3. And Rhett Robertson finished the game with 4 points tonight. Preston was 11 of 14 from the free throw line, and they were equally as effective from behind the arc. They hit a total of 7 threes in the game tonight.
Yeah, both teams do a good job of playing the way that modern basketball is going. Mostly threes or shots right in at the rim. Very few mid-range shots. The analytics guys hate the mid-range shots,
yeah.
But both teams take a lot of threes, and surprisingly, and good job for the Preston Indians tonight on this. They only made 1 fewer 3 than Pocatello. So that was, of course, Pocatello needed to have a big imbalance on the three-pointers made to have a good shot to win tonight.
So an impressive game really from both sides. Just Pocatello was just a little bit better in the second half when they needed to be and win it 79-55. We'll take our last time out and get some final thoughts from Lyle. Waiting to see if Coach Jones will be able to make his way out and get him on the get a couple of comments from him here as well. We'll continue coming up right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
What is The Grind? It's a 5-month marathon. It's working to be better every day. It's playing through the pain. It's falling and getting back up. The Grind. It's what gets a team all the way to March and then says, we're not done. Every step of the grind lives here on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
This Saturday night, the Aggies will be at the Spectrum as Boise State comes to call. The pregame show starts at 7:30. They'll tip the game off at 8.
Utah State basketball on KACH.
In Franklin County, they know it's what's on the inside that really matters. That's why they offer advanced radiology and imaging using the latest in technology, performing x-rays, CAT scans, MRIs, nuclear testing, ultrasounds, mammography, and much more, right in Preston, Idaho. With short wait times and a highly skilled staff available around the clock, they'll help you reach a diagnosis quicker. Make sure your doctor knows you want to save time and money closer to home. Let them be the next to take your picture. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence meet.
KACH.
Welcome back here on the postgame show as we are joined by Coach Tyler Jones here for a couple of minutes as I get some comments from him. Funny thing is the radio guy for Pocatello, as we go to commercial, he takes off his headset and says, the thing about Preston is they're like the lion, just playing with their meal before they kill it and eat it.
It's good. No, great night tonight. A game we needed,
Yeah, absolutely.
Finally kind of saw some glimpses of what we can become, and a big game like that, first half was tight, back and forth, and then second half we just kind of got going there, got rolling. Tempo was great, pushed the ball, got some easy buckets, and then we got the ball inside after that, tied, played much better second half, and I think more than anything, just a great team effort. The first half, Ty and Luke were on the bench, foul trouble, and we got huge spark, Gabe, Rhett Robertson got us a couple buckets, Cooper hits a 3, and just a great job from the bench the first half, and then second half, we just kind of got clicking there. Scotty got going again. Everybody, Luke started getting to the rim, and we're a whole different team when we can get everybody going.
Like you said, third quarter, second half, things really got rolling. You look up, and all of a sudden, you got 28 points in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's what's fun is when we're playing fast and playing our game and shots are falling. Ty, it's hard to guard everybody.
Right.
Ty takes 2 guys or 3, and Scotty's hitting. Who's going to guard him? Luke's attacking, and And then Gabe, he's hitting shots. Garrett, I thought, played good defense tonight and played well. And then just everybody, a great team win. And again, glimpses of what we can become. It's just got to be more consistent. We got to do that more often.
Yeah, I thought, Pocatello really put some game pressure on in that first half, and boy, their guards can shoot as advertised. Boy, those guys are tough. As you look at the stat sheet, looked to me like one of the big differences was Ty had 18 or 20, and their big guy, I think, only had the 2. So big advantage tonight for Ty inside, and you had to be happy to see that.
Yeah, again, I thought that was going to be a key tonight. The post presence, which post could have a bigger effect on the game, and they are. They're fun to watch. They're fast. They're quick. They can score in bunches. They can really shoot it, and they showed glimpses of that first half, especially. But they came to win. They're a confident team, and you're going to see them do some good things this season. They're going to be there, I think, throughout the whole conference fight. They're a solid team.
Were you surprised to see this really turn into an outside shooting contest? They had 8 threes, and we had 7.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're going to penetrate and kick and shoot threes. And I thought the first quarter we had a hard time man-to-man staying in front of them, and then we kind of zoned it after that. I thought that slowed them down a little bit, but you can see they still hit a bunch of threes. But, it was anyway, great team win tonight.
Yeah, of course, quick turnaround going into tomorrow night against the Burley Bobcats. Of course, they have the Whiting kid, a great guard, and you'll have another tough fight on your hands coming up less than 24 hours from now. So what do you do to get ready for tomorrow night then?
Exactly. That's a great question. They're coming in, Pokey had 1 loss. We had 0 in the league. And tomorrow Burley comes in with only 1 loss in the conference. So first place on the line again, and a game at home. We talk about this all the time. We're really good at home. And if you want to play in the postseason at home, you gotta win these games, especially at home, where we still have to go to Pocatello. We still have to go to Burley. So tomorrow's a huge game, and with only those 24 hours, tomorrow we'll have a shoot-around, walk through, and kind of go over some stuff, watch a little film on Burley. But they have the Whiting kid who is, he signed at Boise State. He's one of the top players in Idaho, and the last couple games he's had 36, 31. He can really score it, and a really talented player. And they have some people to go with him. So it should be a fun one. Again, great crowd tonight. That was awesome, pretty packed, and it just this is why it's such a great place to play here in Preston. We get such great support, and hopefully we can continue to get the community to come out and watch this group.
Yep. Hopefully they'll come out and join us again tomorrow night, and we'll look forward to talking to you again tomorrow night as well. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you, and we'll go give it our best shot again tomorrow.
There you go. Tyler Jones with us here on the post-game show. As Lyle, as we kind of bring this thing to a close here, let's get a final thought or two from you.
Yeah, I think you got everything you wanted tonight. If you're Preston, you're able to win. You're able to get Cooper started to work back in a little bit and shake off the rust and get ready for a tough Burley team who I think will remind us maybe a little bit of Wood River. Wood River was so dependent on their coach's son, who was such a fine player, another guard, right. and Burley, their Whiting scores, between half and third of their points about every night. So to really lock in on him, but that's just the way it is. In our pod, our half of the Great Basin 10, there aren't any weak sisters. Every one of the 5 teams is a good team. So you just got to be ready to go every night.
This Pocatello team was tough, and I tell you what, they're going to be a handful. Not that they weren't tonight, but they're really going to be a handful coming up on Valentine's Day at their place to wrap up the season.
Oh, you bet. And there will be a lot riding on that game too. Of course, it'll be at their place. That'll be a fun one too.
Yep. So we'll look forward to tomorrow night. We'll see you tomorrow night, and thank you again for joining us here this evening.
Thank you as always.
And that'll bring us to the topic of our next broadcast, which is tomorrow night, as the Preston Indians will host the Burley Bobcats here at Preston Gym. Our coverage gets underway at 7:15 with the game tipping off at 7:30. Now tomorrow night, due to Utah State basketball also being on the air at the same time, you'll be able to find tomorrow night's game on the internet only at mylocalradio.com. That brings tonight's broadcast to a close. The executive producer of Preston Broadcasting Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. Special thanks to Zach Fuller for running the camera for us tonight as well. For Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard, reminding you the final score as Preston wins tonight, 79-55. Until next time, we'll take a very pleasant good night from here at Preston High School.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting LLC and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting LLC.